And welcome back to Let's Get This Key ending here. That should get us what we need. We're gonna skip to here, the laboratory. I've been doing things, but yeah. We'll try to get this one through. We just need the password for that one puzzle there, and then I should be able to do it. Anything you got for me? Let's do these quick. Anything from you? Nope. The music in this game is bumping. Yep, there's a pen there, ink. There we go. Can I do anything with any of this? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay, ethanol. There we go. Boom. Let's get going. Wipe it off, please. It's there. Drop, please. Roger, so we get the numbers. Nope. Okay, so this is the clue we need to get to the end of the game. We'll keep a close eye on that. Okay. Anything with any of these? Okay. I'm low energy right now. Nothing. Anything from you? Okay, we'll talk to Clover quick. Anything from these? Give me anything there. Let's move it, Clover. Give me that prong thing. There we go. I'll try slowing a little bit down. We're kind of going super fast. We do have to watch out for our moments here. I can't check the flow at all. We haven't hit anything up yet. Worked.
What?
It's certainly. What?
Do your IT shit, Lotus.
Yeah. Have you?
Is that?
Yes. Oh, it's.
Pass with.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again?
Could you go take a look?
Yeah.
I'll see if
On your.
Yep.
Did go in there. And she starts typing super fast.
Didn't
Look at her frantically go.
I'm unemployed. I used to work.
Why?
Huh?
I see.
Hmm.
Oh.
I'm going to a brute.
Brute force.
Check every possible combination until it finds the right one. I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that on its own. It's not the most elegant solution.
How do you write a program if you don't have access
But
to any of
in
the editors
circumstances,
and
there isn't
stuff?
much else I can do.
Seems weird.
Oh,
What were we talking about?
the wire. It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you. All right.
Okay.
So you enter 1 + 1.
I wonder if this is a key moment
The
here.
screen will show you 2. See?
No?
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculated 1 + 1?
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
Weird, but I mean, they could find the wireless eventually and figure out that it's detecting something. Let's continue typing. Page
So,
said.
what are you trying to say?
Nothing, really. It's just, I thought maybe.
We're going with the
What
ESP
if the
thing here.
relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
It's an interesting thought. I think it goes with our
Let's say it's still a bunch of
multi-timeline here
electrical
too.
parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain.
Let's go with some
Doesn't
ESP
it
kind of
sound
level
same?
shit. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I like philosophy, this is the first time I'm hearing this kind of analogy, and it's kind of a really good one. I do think thoughts come from the brain, but it's definitely an interesting
Brain is
take
just
on
an
that.
output device. Like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else.
Maybe.
In the main body. We just don't know it. We never even think about it. Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications, we can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as
He didn't think didn't say anything. As much he can resort. No, her argument seemed silly, but he's a little surprised to hear something like that from someone like her. It's definitely a cool one.
It's an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else. That's just crazy talk.
Lotus really thinks and wonders that. It was a little creepy, Junpei thought, and then sound that Solo is a little of a bizarre cult of religion.
maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia.
Obvious, Junpei increases discomfort to
If
Lotus
memory is
convey.
actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body somewhere. Maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all. He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
Huh.
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blind sight too. Perhaps they actually can speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly.
Weird
I guess
thoughts.
people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
I mean, it could just be the brain that's being faulty,
Wait,
but
wait
sure.
a minute. What?
You knew amnesia from watching medical dramas. Blindsight, it's easy to guess. Never of the probability? I don't know.
You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
I have not. Spun her head in the chair and looked at him, and he shrugged and looked
No.
at her.
What is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between
Oh.
faces.
One of my friends had this problem. Luckily, I'm super short, so that was never a problem with me and him. But
In
yeah.
other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours, so they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Yeah, it's
Does
kind
that
of a
mean other
weird
people's
thing.
faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so.
They just have
You've seen
problems like
monkeys,
registering
in a zoo,
there.
right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same, even though they've obviously got faces. It's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them. The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually, but you or I couldn't unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart.
Yep.
That's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed.
Junpei did his best to act as though as entire lecture hadn't gone entirely over its head.
What were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
That's an interesting thought,
What
though.
about the other half?
If there was something that would show that thoughts didn't come from the brain, then it might be more feasible, though.
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
That's a fucking dad joke that I love. Lotus is
Funny.
the best. Lotus smiled, something rather
It's nothing more
mischievous
than
there.
a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time.
Weird.
Looks like I don't need to talk anymore.
Why?
I don't have to kill time.
Any longer. She spoke, and Lotus raised her right arm and thigh, and then brought down the entry key.
Oh, then you finished that brute whatever thing?
Brute
I
force.
certainly did.
Chunks flickered on and off this quick session. Lines began to appear. Cleared the screen, left percept.
Piece of cake.
Nice. Lotus cleared the path, and she began on back. If it would have made her look entirely ridiculous. After a few seconds of accept, it disappeared and replaced with this puzzle game.
The screen changed again. What the hell is that?
No idea. Looks like
Lotus suddenly stood up.
Huh? Aren't you gonna... I don't...
no, I can't do anymore. It won't let me do any more programs. See?
Oh, jerk
Nothing.
through it.
So,
Uh,
well, let me. I did.
yeah. I guess
Well, let's get
No
going.
problem.
now.
Let's get going. I think there's something like this. Awesome. It took me so long last time, but this time we got it super easily there. Yep, they lit it up. Keys.
Hey, Junpei, do you have a minute?
Yeah, we definitely need a minute for something. He put the puzzle aside for a moment and walked over to Clover.
I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right? Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Huh?
This is definitely weird. Why is she asking? Junpei is wondering. He thought might be about whatever more made sense. Snake has been gone a long time. Clover was quite attached to her older brother. Of course, she would have been worried about him.
Let me think.
Thought back to when he'd gone through door 5, hoping that he'd remember something even small. Help her, however.
Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything.
Tell me we don't lock
He
it.
mentioned that his hearing exceeds that of a regular person, or something like that, but that's about it.
Okay.
Clover was very odd. She nodded vaguely and
Hey, wait a minute.
Hmm?
Look, I don't know if I should ask you things, but if you don't mind, I was hoping you could tell me. Is Snake, was he born?
You're talking about his eyes?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born blind. When he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
His arm?
It's gone,
Yeah.
isn't
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm. The accident hurt him really
I knew
bad.
it.
To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Technically, his brother, but her brother clearly taking a great deal out of it. Clover
Look,
nodded.
I'm sorry for making you talk about all that painful stuff.
It's not that.
Clover shook her head and walked down the stairs. So Snake is not dead, for sure. Well, we kind of knew that already, but that confirms it. That's how she knew before. That's the other key, right? Holy shit, we are good to go. Okay. Turn me on, baby. Let's get this chicken sprung. We don't have more items. How do we get this green? Why aren't you doing shit? I'm so confused. It's already inserted. Oh, we have to do the safety thing. Supercharge it up. Maximum voltage. Let's get going. God, that face is adorable. Open up. Hi, Clover, how are you? Well, let's get going.
Whew, thank
There was
God we
probably
got out.
access there. Next one, engine room. Can I jump here? Jumping, or I probably shouldn't have wasted as much time as I did there. Okay, which room is this? So we're with Santa and Ace here. So we need to get that to spin. Nothing from you. Need the slot things. Anything there? Not moving, huh? We're going at maximum velocity if possible here. Let's get going. Okay. Let's try B first. Okay, B is wrong. Okay. Let's get it going. Why is this like this? Anything from you? Okay, we got it. Yep. I am making assumptions that the story doesn't change except for the key moments that it says that are there. It should fit. Let's get going. Let's go. Drop it, please.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah. June's.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better.
What could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion. She gets dropped into some weird if you think about it, it's a lot weird.
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah, we're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno, but it does seem like a possible.
Okay. I gotta slow down when
You
they
know,
start talking like
speaking
that.
of experiments,
Here we go. Something stopped.
there was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First,
Yeah, I didn't
they
see
took
this
a
one yet. This
squarish
is it.
C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
Moment of silence. Santa posed a question to Ace.
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
Yeah, but now they're gonna start going for A all the time
Right.
with the extra
It isn't
rats
very
in.
interesting.
So we add more rats, right?
See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results.
Maybe it's an
Each
evolutionary
generation,
thing.
The rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. They all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew.
This super ESP thing again.
What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
Yep.
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. And we gotta get the hell out of here before...
Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask you.
What?
Why did
Santa,
they
turn
use that
around.
tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have put some bait by exit B. Or, I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
Gave a grand bark
You
and
know,
laugh.
the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that? Huh? Well, an emergency is something urgent, often, and to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Interesting. All necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
Jumping suddenly felt cold and back his head and ached in his stomach. Do we get it? We got it. Cargo room. Go, please. Back down. I wonder if this is so we can see the gun. Dun, 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 dun. 9-man. Santa. Ace. Cool enough. Clover always looking beautiful. Snake, you're the one we'll care about. What's it name? Lotus looking good too. Okay. Ah, shoot. Can I go higher up, please? I want to go up. Thank you. Anything we can do with any of this here. Where are the ones we're missing? Somewhere around here. Where the hell are they? This caused me no problems last time we did it. We need 2 more. So confused. This is like super confusing right now. You're kidding me. Really? Fine. Hey, we're in the same box.
Now we finally have all. We just. You
It's
know.
over.
Yeah, of course I do. You just match up, then you pop the cord. So for instance, the card would.
Oh.
Huh?
Junpei heard a noise. Spun around, June
Hey,
left.
June.
She didn't respond.
I'm
They
sorry.
say-
I gotta go check. You finished the box thing. Just put the card. I'm counting on you.
Can you stand?
Oh, I
Okay,
just
you're
but
just
it's true.
Just let me.
Huh.
You're still warm.
You're
I saw her still to fall down. I think she's.
All right. Well, let's just get.
Well, I just need a little
Medicine. Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Ace.
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company.
Does that confirm what I need?
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think.
What the fuck? They just spilled the beans. Yeah, that's fucking
The
it.
flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Soparil. I've heard of that before somewhere.
If he's not Zero, I don't know who fucking is at this point. Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that I've heard that name somewhere. Santa
Soparil.
continue.
It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug.
Did he pass
It's been
out
around
Snake
for
with
about
it?
6 years. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
Santa information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but be a little suspicious. Santa bursted out
I
in
heard it
simple.
from the old man himself,
From Ace? When?
by the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second-class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up.
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
He spoke as Junpei looked over towards Ace. Seems difficult for the
What
Mad
the hell is he
Boxer.
doing?
Turn back to June. Santa.
Don't push yourself, all right?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Look.
Sure.
They both gave a nod and turned his head to there.
What are you doing?
Ace Specs was on him and approaching. The older man turned around, looked at him, and face pale and sweat.
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
This is still part of it.
What can't you see well?
These pictures.
Ace held the cards to Junpei and spat out a fan.
I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia.
So he can't tell people's faces.
Growing old is a difficult thing.
You might be able to see them from their clothes and hair, though. He made the best attempt he could to keep a smile as he was flustered and his lips were pale and tongue.
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
He shoved a card into Junpei's hands and walked away. What the fuck was that about? Junpei looked around inquisitively.
Simply looking at cards have tired him out.
Junpei looked at the cards in his hands. Is this something to do with the ESP thing? He looked at the cards quite clearly. Each person was easily recognizable, so I say.
What had made him so uncomfortable?
I'm so confused. That's when Junpei remembered something hurt from Lois.
Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover, so they can't remember faces. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia?
He took another look at Ace. He sat, faces serious, quite depressed.
He looks depressed enough to have it.
If he really had participated, there's no doubt it would be depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei felt patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright. Still, Junpei, perhaps it was best to keep Ace conditioned to himself and let things sit. Now it's time to clear the task.
Solve the 9 boxes
Puzzle.
Ace's card is in box. I just need. And.
All of them open up.
What the?
We peer inside and we get 9 pins.
I guess.
Okay. And we're on to the final thing. We're gonna jump to here first. And the reason why is it makes it easier for me to control things later. But you guys take care. Hope you don't get faced with prognosis yourself. And see you guys next time. Peace.